What it do, world, man? It's your boy Hollywood Mike T, and I am in the Man Cave Sports Podcast, hosting again today. Ooh, yes, sir. So you know it's gonna be spectacular. Drop that beat.
Drew on the keys, so this shit now.
What it do, world? It's your boy Hollywood Mike T, aka Coach Drip, the drippiest of the drip, and I am here hosting another episode of the Man Cave Sports Podcast. You know we about to get it popping. A lot is going on in sports. I'm here with my main man, Wild Card Mob. What it do, man?
Hey man, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. How you doing, bro? Man, always a pleasure to chop it up with you, man.
Man, I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good. I'm here, man, in good spirits. Trying to stay in good spirits. Keep it, keep it, so clear as such as I do. These bounce beat fools. Clip this, please, whoever does the clips. I would say who does the clips, but whoever does the clips, please clip this. Bounce beat, you're going down again in the mo. Ooh, we
mm,
going down, we going up 3-1. You call
mm,
my phone, Mike T this, Mike
mm,
T that. Hey,
mm,
listen, man,
mm,
I don't care who you get.
mm, mm.
It's going down.
Hey,
This
they might have to go get Gilbert Arenas, bro. Ain't
man,
he in area? He in there?
man, they can go get freaking Michael Jordan all they want. Go get 96 Michael Jordan. They Sorry that did not have my light on, people. If you listen to this, thank you for listening to this. If you're new to this, stay true to this. Thank you for viewing this. Hey man, we are live. We right now on YouTube this Saturday morning, and I'm gonna start things off on kind of a sour note.
Mm,
I want to give prayers to everyone at Florida State.
mm,
Unfortunate situation that happened there. I know people like that and not really not sports related, but at the same time, we're humans. So I
mm,
want to give prayers to Florida State and hopefully everything people can heal at Florida State in that area, Tallahassee, Florida.
mm.
Um,
Show.
Now, on the flip side, we're still gonna stay in football, but we're gonna talk about a quarterback.
Oh Lord,
Yes, I couldn't wait to talk about this.
it ain't who I think it is
We're
it?
gonna keep it brief because the Jets kept it brief with him.
Oh Lord.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Aaron Glenn,
Mm,
for letting us know you don't want him. Let's be brief with this, Wild Card Mar. What you
hey.
think about Aaron Rodgers, a bum ass, being, hey man, we don't want you cuz we're going in another direction. How you feel about this?
Hey, that's the funniest thing in the world, ain't it, bro? Hey, Eric Glenn said, "Hey, bro, you sure you want to play football?"
For us?
Hey, he had to ask bro if he wanted to play football. Yeah, see, I just love it because the man couldn't wait to run on damn Pat McAfee show to kind of make it look like how bad he was treated by Aaron Glenn. Nah, fam,
Always the victim, bro.
always the victim. Always the victim. So you know what? I'm glad Aaron Glenn stood 10 toes and said, hey man, yeah, that little funky little championship you had in 2010, I don't give a damn about that, man. Go on, man. Go on ahead. Yeah, go ahead. We'll keep it pushing. It's been real. The 20 minutes we spent together was real, man. It was magical, but it got to come to an end.
Aaron Glenn met with that man and said, hell no.
I love it. It's
You
so
ain't about to, if I'm gonna mess my career up, then I'm gonna mess it up with Justin Fields. Younger,
and
and
other
I
people.
kind of get a pass because he's younger.
Mm.
But I don't get no pass. I don't get no job. I gotta wait, and it's gonna mess me up. You be getting my people fired. You know what I'm saying, on the low.
Hey Mike, low
All
key,
right.
low key. All right. Now I think you just brought up something that's for real. That's some real shit. All right, excuse my language. I'm sorry. We probably just messed up monetization. All right, my bad. But look, you just brought up something that I think is real important. because if you're Aaron Glenn, and we can't fake the funk on this show. If you black in the NFL as a coach,
You don't get many shots.
thank you. I'm not gonna waste it on you, bro.
Nope.
No, I think you bring up a good point that FS1, ESPN are not gonna bring this up. Pat McAfee ain't gonna talk about this on that show. Dog, if I'm Aaron Glenn, why would I not protect myself in this situation? Thank you, Mike. Hey, that's why we do what we do. It's on you. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I need to emphasize that point so people can really understand what you just said, and that's meaning. And I didn't want nobody to gloss over that. My bad.
Because he's already proven that if it don't work, then it's going to be the coach. So if I'm Aaron Glenn, like you just said, I'm protecting myself. Hey, nah, cuz, nope, won't you ain't nope. These jobs don't come across for us that quick or that many times in our lifetime.
I mean, I get second chances.
Right, and I play it here too. So like, no, sir, Bobby. I don't want you near nobody. You gonna poison them. You gonna be selfish. You high off something else. We don't want you around that. You're not gonna come to the mandatory mini camp. You're not gonna come to the stuff that we need you to come to. At this point, football isn't really something you really care about. You've shown it. You just care about you and your legacy and things of that nature. So I mean, it is what it is. The fact that he don't got a job is showing him, showing how he is. Like, I don't think if Tom Brady and people can say he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Okay, I can go lower than that. I don't think some other quarterbacks have this issue because they're better people. Like Jameis Winston, always gonna have a job. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we're going to see if he lands anywhere. It doesn't seem like the man wants to play any football. You know what I mean? So, he wants to get high in the mountains, be naked, and be chilling. You know what I'm saying?
You want to frolic.
Like the psychedelic drugs and all that type of stuff. So, shouts out to Aaron Glenn because, he's on my list. He's on my list of people that I just be like, man, we're gonna keep up with football, but we're gonna move to college football real quick. We're not gonna talk about Nico because we kind of missed that the last cycle. And I'm not gonna kick him while he's down because he ended up taking less money. So I'm not gonna kick him while he's down. He's a kid.
Coach Urso did a good job of explaining that whole kind of situation kind of last week.
Before it even happened.
Before it even happened. So we ain't got to touch it, but I will say this though, Mike. Whoever he was listening to that gave him that advice, it wasn't the soundest advice. It wasn't the soundest.
I mean, he's either going to be looked at as the example negatively, or he's going to be the one that opened the floodgates to make it happen more. So,
yeah.
So at the end of the day, I've reserved judgment on that because I've never been in that situation. I don't think anybody in my family's ever been in that situation. So I think when people talk about his father, because a lot of people keep going at his father, I think that's kind of, I don't know. I think that's kind of like just weird because if it worked, then whatever everybody has said.
They wouldn't have said nothing.
They wouldn't have said nothing. Exactly. And that's probably going to work with somebody else moving forward.
Exactly. You know what, Mike? I equate this situation to me and you got jobs. We say you feel like you outperform your job. What you gonna do?
I mean, I've already felt like that before.
No, but I'm saying like more times than not, if a person feel like they outperform their job, you go to your boss and you say, hey, man, I feel, just me, I'm not speaking for you as a company. I'm speaking for me as the employee, myself, the individual. I feel I've outperformed my pay. And I think most human beings are willing to take that risk, however it turns out, to take that risk and say, hey, man, I feel like I've outworked my pay. Can I get a raise? And it's either worked or it hasn't. So, I mean, I just kind of feel like he asked for a raise. He felt like he's outworked his NIL deal. Who am I to judge?
Yeah, I don't feel like it was a good idea,
yeah. I agree.
but I think that I think that he's the sacrificial lamb for this.
Yes. That's a good way to put it.
I think that he's the sacrificial lamb for it because it is going to work for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But it just didn't work out for him.
For him, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so
That's the best way to put it.
yeah, that's why I don't really want to talk about negatively about it because at the end of the day, man, we don't know what people's needs and stuff
Exactly.
are or their reasoning for things, and everybody got a choice. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Coaches, because we just watched Maryland get to the Sweet 16 basketball,
And
get to the
lose the
Sweet
coach.
16, and the coach was gone the next day.
Yep.
So, you know,
Mm,
I'm not really trying to hear the loyalty aspect of it or playing for
yeah.
the school part
Mm,
of it anymore because
preach.
we've been seeing this our whole lifetime when student kids weren't getting paid. We was hearing about coaches doing this,
Preach.
and it's egregious that we like. I'm not mad at the Maryland coach for leaving. He did what's best for his career, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, as someone that loves Maryland, I will say that it's like a bad feeling because you would think that a coach would be loyal to a program like Maryland. Um, but unfortunately, we haven't had that luck since Gary Williams.
Mm,
I'm saying the coaches back in the day, like I know I hate when we sound like old haters, but it's the truth. A lot of stuff back in the day was a lot better than it is now.
mm-hmm.
Structure wise, loyalty wise, things of that nature. There was a lot of stuff that was messed up back in the day.
Yeah.
So when the younger generations say, "Oh, you guys, woo, 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 you guys did this, you guys did that," they're 100% right. But it's a lot of stuff back in the day that made the sports better because of the loyalty to certain things. For
Mm,
example, Coach K ain't never leave
mm,
Duke until he retired.
mm,
He wasn't a flip flopping coach. Woo, 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 woo.
mm. Didn't chase the bag.
Didn't chase the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Gino has been at Connecticut for how long?
40 years.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of these coaches, a lot of these programs that have good programs, their coaches don't leave like that. But a lot of these other schools,
Mm.
they have a lot of different coaches that leave and go different places. You know
Turnover.
what I mean? So, I mean, if the coaches can do it and nobody really cares and nobody yelling from the rooftops
Eat them
about
kids.
changing the rules for the coaches doing it,
Eat them
then it
kids.
needs to be the same for the players.
Yeah, I feel mm,
Because these are kids we talking about at the end of the day.
mm,
So adults, if you're doing it for your career, these kids are doing it because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them jump in the portal and they don't even know what what's next.
mm,
They just know they can't play for their current coach or their current coach has left.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll
I,
see. We'll see. But I did, like I said, I want to stay in college football because I wanted to talk to my uncle, my main man, Coach Prime.
hey.
Two things I wanted to talk about with Colorado. There's been two hotbeds. One just happened earlier today.
Mm.
First is Deion Sanders has accused Virginia, the University of Virginia, of tampering with his players.
Ooh.
What do you think about that, Wildcard Mark? Did you hear about that?
Man, I just caught wind of it literally before this show. I think it's obviously, I'm gonna keep it brief on that because there's a lot of the details that we're still kind of filtering and ciphering through. Me personally, I'm gonna let the process play out fully. Um, Obviously, when you talking about tampering with kids, man, you got to have some concrete evidence of it, and I'm a Prime fan, so I'm not just gonna jump on his side, but I know Prime, observing him enough that he's not just gonna throw, accusations out that like that, just like crazy, Prime just doesn't come off to me as a reach for headlines type of guy, but um. I'm gonna let the process go out because I don't know the situation how it goes. I hope that's not the case, because you don't when you start tampering it makes for bad situations. I don't think Virginia and Colorado probably ever meet up in any type of football situation. Obviously, they're in separate conferences. But if it does find out that they did, on some real low key kind of like, I think they should probably find a way to WWE this up and try to make a feud out of it, and go ahead and do like a 2-year back to back, home away kind of contract situation. Look, turn something negative into a positive way, possibly. If that's the case, I guess try to make something out of nothing. But like I said, I'm gonna wait till everything comes out and reserve until we can come to a conclusion. It might be a minute though.
So I seen reportedly what the kid got to go to Virginia, and we found out who the kid is. He was the running back last year from Colorado. That was the leading rusher.
Yeah,
I think it's Augustine or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah. I'm
But
bad at pronunciation, bro.
my bad. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, young man, if
yeah.
you're listening. 500K.
Mm.
So I don't know, man. That's the other flip side of what we were just talking about, the NIL. I mean, you're gonna see more people do what Nico did. You're gonna see, because we literally just seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this kid was making $500,000 at Colorado.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So he bumped up his pay.
yeah.
And we don't even know what he's gonna do in Virginia. I haven't known Virginia to be good at football in a long time.
No, I mean, they put a
Basketball,
couple
yes.
players. Yeah, they put a couple players in the NFL, but team wise, nah, bro.
Yeah, they haven't been too good at football. So if they got the checkbook, and I know Virginia is a state that is a big on. Virginia is so we do for all those that listen. We do Moco Center. Virginia's always kind of been a hotbed for athletes. Allen Iverson in football and basketball, Ronald Curry in football and basketball,
Mm-hmm.
Michael Vick,
Yep,
Aaron Brooks, and
yep,
I could just name other Bama's, Matt McClung for basketball.
yep.
They've had a lot of success with high school sports and players. It's a very they care about sports a lot down there in Virginia. So if there's any place that can get some donors and places like that, and they can start to get, they can they can buy their way to success now. Virginia, you better watch out for them. I'm telling you right now,
Mm.
I'm not I'm not a Virginia fan. I'm not a Virginia Cavaliers fan. Never have been. But I'm telling you, that's one place. It's sneaky, 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 sneaky place for college sports that if they can start opening up the bag and the checkbook, they're gonna start making some noise.
Hey, Mike, guess what? They got Nike.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I
that's
messed.
why the basketball team been winning. I try to tell Bama's. Someone tried to argue with me about Maryland and Virginia football, and I'm like, what Maryland is in the Big Ten in football, that's what Virginia is in ACC.
Yeah,
So
yeah. They bouncing neck and
they
neck.
about even.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. The only
but
only
the,
thing that,
but
only thing
Virginia,
that- yeah, they got Nike and the color the jerseys kind of do be a little bit flyer with Virginia on the football side.
I don't know, they be bland too. Both of them got like, see, me personally, when it comes to jerseys, I like traditional looks. And I know we're kind of getting off of it, but when I say traditional looks, I like everything to kind of match.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily, it could be a new school look. Like for example, Blair, they
Yeah,
got the blazer on the side of the pants. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like teams that have stripes on their pants, but if you're gonna have a stripe on your jersey, it gotta match the pants.
I got you.
You know
Got to
what I'm
make
saying? Yeah, like if you look at the Maryland Tech uniforms, every one of them match the uniforms, even if they're different helmets. So that's kind of how my style is. Um, Virginia does have some fly uniforms. They got some throwbacks too if they wanted to go to some throwbacks from back in the day when like the Barbers were there, Tiki and Rondé was there.
yeah.
They can do that. They got some colors they can mess with, but
That
Maryland,
navy blue is cold with that orange though.
yeah, but Maryland, man, Maryland's that has some cold uniforms. So they like the thing is not with Maryland. I hate that we talking about Maryland right now. But the Under Armour era for their basketball uniforms be ugly. The football ones,
Nah, they be solid. They be solid.
some of them be solid. Like when they first, the very first time when they got one, when I wasn't the first time they got one Under Armour, but when Under Armour unveiled the state ones,
With the
the
helmet.
very first times,
Yeah.
them joints was a hit here. We loved it because we love our flag here.
No. Them joints was fly. I think it was either this past year or the year before. They dropped some mustard joints. I was like, oh no, I don't know Under Armour about them joints.
Yeah, no. So now they went. That's what I mean. They
Yeah.
went back to the throwbacks from like the '80s and the early '90s for permanently. So the flag, you don't see the flag no more for the last 2 years.
Flag joints was crazy, bro.
Yeah, dog. They
And when they threw it with the helmet, like when I say that was crazy across the whole nation, bro. Like I think I was in Carolina at that time when they dropped them joints. Had the whole world
it was
going
in a night
crazy,
game on a Monday night against Miami.
bro. Crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, the flag joints was crazy, bro.
yeah. And then we had different versions of them. We had the special ops, the all white,
Yeah, them joints was them shoes crucial, bro. I ain't
the
even gonna
black,
lie.
the black joints. Yeah, we had the red ones. We had. I mean, those were the ones with Under Armour that I could say, all right, we just sucked. We did wasn't good on the field.
You just
The
look,
uniforms weren't bad.
yeah.
Still, if you put on the feet, nobody want
the Tom Brady 12.
the Cam Ward rookie joints.
Hey, on the
He just signed with them. They might get a shirt, but they ain't gonna get the cleats, the Cam Ward cleats, like that ain't, or the shoes
Yeah.
if they come out with shoes. But the second part of what I want to talk about with Colorado is this weekend they are retiring Shador and Travis's number.
Mm-mm-mm.
Before I give my opinion, what do you think, Kalmar?
Boy, I didn't know that some numbers getting retired can make a lot of people so mad. What y'all mad about?
Ooh.
What y'all mad about? If the school want to retire their number, so what? All right, let's really talk about it, right? When you look up Colorado football program history, it's not I think they got one national championship, like early 90s. And then other than that, you might sprinkle, like literally like sprinkle a couple of names that might have done a little something in the NFL. Other than that, it really wasn't too much that Colorado football program really got to really brag about. And so for the last 2 years, they've had two brothers came from HBCU and put them on the map. Whether it was 4 wins the year before or 9 wins last year, guess what? Put them on the map. You know how I know it put them on the map? Because you mad that they number getting retired. Why you mad? I really logically look at this. If you literally own a business and it wasn't making no money, and then all of a sudden you get two employees come in and you make crazy loot for 2 years straight, and then the coach that helped you make that loot is still there, and he's gonna help you bring some more loot. Hell yeah, I'm hey man, thank you. Thank you for helping me make money, bro. This is what this is about. It's showing gratitude for two brothers and a coach that came from HBCU and helped make that program make a lot of damn money the last 2 years. And saying thank you. Why y'all mad? This is business. Don't you say thank you to those that help put a lot of money in your pocket? I would. If Mike T helped me put a lot of money in my pocket, Mike T, one of my favorite people in the damn world. Thank you, Mike. Can I retire anything? Can I retire your hat that you use? Give me something real drippy. I'll retire real quick. Why we mad? This is crazy, bro. We mad because they decide. Okay, that crazy, man. I can't believe something like this so simple get people mad. It's crazy, dog.
Ooh, okay. So I'm about to play devil's advocate.
Ooh, I like this. Let's go.
Um, so I do agree on the surface of everything you said,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think that I don't think that people, especially the Colorado fans that have been there,
Mm-hmm.
are wrong for saying what they're saying. and I don't think it has anything to do with color.
Mm.
I don't, because the names that they're naming are all black.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they're naming a whole bunch of white kids that went to Colorado. They're naming a whole bunch of black kids. For example, Rashawn Salam had to wait 23 years,
Mm.
and he won the Heisman.
Mm. Fair point. Okay.
Cordell Stewart is not in there.
What? Wait, hold on, hold on. Wait,
His
Cordell
numbers are retired.
for real?
No, LaJonte Weston wore 10, and the year before that, Xavier Weaver wore 10.
He did. Yeah, you're right. We were there with.
Yeah, so I mean, there's other names that from Colorado they named as well that
Mm.
haven't been retired. That's why I think people are mad. I think because everyone wants to put everything in a racial box is why everyone is upset.
Mm.
Because when you think of Colorado football before Dion and even with Dion, and you've seen it with Dion, you've seen Cordell Stewart there.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen Michael Westbrook there.
Mm.
I think Michael Westbrook's number got retired. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I think it might have got retired. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But on the flip side of that, that's why I said I'm playing devil's advocate, but I'm playing devil's advocate for both sides. Shador's numbers could compare in 2 years compared to what Cordell did is a total different ball game. Shador's numbers crush a lot of their record books.
Mm-hmm.
So, I also think timing is everything. I
Mm.
think this again, Rashawn Salam. If you remember, if you're as old as us
Yeah.
and you've been watching college football pretty much your whole life, you know who Rashawn Salam is.
Yeah.
Um, he had to wait 23 years.
That's crazy.
These kids just played a bowl game in January
Mm. And didn't win.
and didn't win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So at the end of the day, I think people need to pump the brakes on making it racial. Because I mean, if you go to any Colorado, especially on Colorado Twitter and especially on their YouTube, when people are talking about people that should be up there before them, they're saying all of them are black.
And
So it can't.
that's crazy.
It's not about a race thing. It's not. We not. It can't be about a race thing. They're not saying a whole bunch of white names. I'm being honest. Most of them I've seen haven't said a white name at all.
Yeah. Now that's a fair point. Fair point.
You know,
I didn't know half those dudes weren't even in their Colorado
no,
hideout.
I didn't know that till just now either. So that's what I'm saying. Like their fan base knows what they're talking about their team.
Yes.
So who are we that just jumped on the bandwagon? And if anything, somebody should be retired. It should be Coach Prime because
Mm.
yes, Shador did come there and and he played for them, but Coach Prime changed the culture
Mm.
for Colorado. I'm
Mm.
not saying those other two young men didn't. I'm not saying Travis didn't. I'm
Mhm.
not saying that at all.
Yeah.
But Coach Prime did that. His infrastructure did that.
Mm.
And it continues to keep growing and getting better and better and better. Prime example, if they're anything close to this next losing Travis is huge.
Huge. Yeah.
But if they're anything close to what they were this year or better, you can solidify him as the new Nick Saban. See, we just saying it now because of his stature.
Yeah.
If they have a 8-win or 9-win season this year,
It's not flukish.
in his third year without any of his sons,
Mm-hmm.
with his recruits,
Mm-hmm.
you got to give him his props. I'm not saying that Travis and Shador don't deserve it. Um, I do think they deserve the recognition they're getting. I just think that people are looking at the time period of when it happened
Mm-hmm.
and the other Colorado players that should have been retired.
Mm.
And they also, because Shador is Coach Prime's son, they think that has something to do with it. And if it does, I mean, again, similar to like LeBron, I'm cool with nepotism if it's done the right way. It ain't got. I'm not one of those people that's upset because my bloodline don't give me this.
Mm.
My bloodline gave me other things, maybe not financially, but they've given me other things that helped me in my life. But I'm not a hater towards other people winning.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So if it is what it mean, it is what it is. I think you're right to say they why they shouldn't be mad. People shouldn't be mad, but I think if you're a CU fan, you have every right to say whatever you want. You know what I mean?
No, no, it's no fair point.
You know, if like you being a Kansas City fan,
Yeah,
you should have your word should be stronger than the next person's word because you're actually there.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what's going on more than we do, things of that nature, and you know the history of your team and you know the good and the bad and things of that nature.
No, no, oh, no. When you lay it out like that, that makes 100% total sense. Because if the like you said, because I've been in that situation before. Somebody was trying to argue me down about something about the Chiefs. I'm like, you watch national TV. You're not even from here. Like, come on, bro. Like, please don't. So I 100% understand. And man, that's a great point. So
'Cause originally, when I
I'm still
saw it,
look, I'm still standing on what I'm saying, but I understand how Colorado fans are feeling about the situation now. That makes total sense.
no, and I'm with you because when I first saw it, I wanted to say something
Mhm.
like, you know, because I truly think people aren't tripping off of Travis.
Mm,
They're tripping off Shador.
yeah,
So I wanted to say something because you know I rock with the Sanders family.
yeah,
So similar to what you said. But then when I started reading the comments and I'm seeing names of, I mean, I would have to look up some of the names, but some of the names I do know.
yeah. Like
And
Cordell and Rashawn Salam,
I
and
mean, but it's other names. Like it's names. Like if I started naming them, you'd be like, "Oh, he went to Colorado."
yeah,
Like when I'm looking at these names and I start looking them up,
yeah,
I'm like, "Oh,
yeah. He was nice too. You're like,
they
oh,
got a
nice.
point.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
nice.
they got a point. They got a point. Like I can understand if it's somebody that was a beast on a 1 of your 2-11 teams or
Yeah,
2-10 teams, then you don't want to put them on there. But they got they got some years where they got some people that was we know
yeah. That
that
was
are
some solid
notable
player.
names.
Yeah,
I just can't think of them off the top of my dome right now. So it is what it is with that. It's an interesting topic. Both of these players are going to be getting drafted
Mm.
soon. That would have been cool. It would have been cool if they would have came back like the homecoming and then got their numbers retired.
yeah,
That cool. But yeah, man, I think people. I don't know, man. I think people don't need to be as mad, but I also think people need to, you know, acknowledge the past
yeah.
because a lot of people from the past deserve their roses too
Big facts.
from that program. But moving on, I think I got one more football topic. I believe. I think I do. Oh yeah, did you hear what Aaron Glenn told Aaron Rodgers?
He said, you sure you want to play football?"
Nah,
Yeah,
man,
we gonna move in another direction, cuz.
got to roll out, man. You got to roll out. Now, briefly, let's talk about some hockey, man.
Hey,
You know, my main man broke the record, and right now we're currently the Washington Capitals are the number one seed in the playoffs. They're losing currently as we record this um, to the Pittsburgh Penguins, but I think they pretty much have that the number one seed locked up.
yeah, y'all
Uh,
locked up. Don't even worry about it, bro. Y'all good.
yeah, we're good. And in the West, you got the Winnipeg team. That's oh my goodness, they're number one. So. Well, Kamar, what do you think is going to happen? Just a brief. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie, dog. Watch out for the Vegas Knights, bro.
Okay.
Watch out for the Vegas Knights, man. I never seen an expansion. Well, they're not. I guess they're still considered expansion. I don't know. They've been in the league for less than 7 years, and they've made finals appearances already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've been at the top already. So I'm rolling with the Vegas Knights. Gold for the honey. They got always got the gold in their joint too. So
Yeah,
uh
nice.
yeah, like my favorite player is Ovi. I want to go Capitals. They are looking good. But I'm worried that he might have like a record jinx. And what I mean by record jinx is that after you've broken such a significant record, Like I'm afraid his stick's gonna go cold in the playoffs because it was like so much pressure.
Like you said.
I don't know. I just got a gut feel. I hope it don't happen because that's the come on, you know how we feel about Ovi. That's our dude. But
I know how I feel about Ovi.
I don't know. I just got a bad gut feeling, man. The record breaker jinx might bite him. So, but I'm gonna rock with the Vegas Knights, man. How you feel, man?
Um, my heart says Capitals,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna go with Winnipeg.
Ooh,
Winnipeg.
Jets. That's
Yeah,
the only Jets team that's worth the damn sports.
well, they probably tell Aaron Rodgers no too.
I'm so clipping that.
They'll tell Aaron Rodgers, "Hey, back up, buddy. Back up, buddy. You got to back up, buddy." Speaking of another playoffs, we're gonna get to basketball real quick. And the NBA. No, before we get that,
Mm.
shout out to the number one pick in the WNBA draft.
Is there
My
a
girl,
page?
Paige, Paigey B.
Mm.
That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. And if you hear anybody else say it, it came from me.
Give him that guy.
I just want to go ahead and give her her flowers real quick, man. And anything else you want to touch on in the WNBA draft?
Man, no, obviously, Paige B, she the beast like that. Number one overall. Obviously, they're gonna make a lot of hoopla about uh Haley going to Chicago,
I was gonna say
reuniting,
that.
reuniting with Angel.
Reunited and
Yeah, it feels so good. We'll see how it goes. Look, here's another class of a solid class of women coming into the WNBA. Last year's class was good. I think this is a damn good, another solid class. Uh, and it's just gonna keep coming at year after year after year of solid classes of ladies, keep very talented ladies coming up to this league. And hey man, they gonna have to WNBA infrastructure is gonna have to get better. I mean, they had one good year and they already talking about locking out. So
dang,
eh, come on now, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get your infrastructure right because you got talent. You already had talent. Now you just about the floodgates of talent is literally about to bust open, and y'all keep messing around and don't get your infrastructure right. That talent gonna go to Europe, and trust me, them European countries ain't gonna be scared to pay these ladies.
yeah, I agree. I was gonna say this thing with Haley.
Mhm.
Going to Chicago, that's pretty dope. The female Victor Wembanyama,
Mm,
hey, she dunks at ease. That was a good pick. No, that's what they said. I'm telling you, that's why I was reading.
I
I'm
know.
looking her name up now so I can say it, make sure I say her name because I don't want to just say the female,
Them women.
uh,
Yeah, yeah,
Vic,
yeah.
Victor Wembanyama.
We want the world to know her name. So yeah, Mike, you from Maryland, I'm from Missouri. We both ain't good for with pronunciating, these tough names. So I
You
wouldn't.
got the female Dominique Malnogo.
I was just gonna call her Dom, but I was gonna keep it short, bro.
Shout out to Dominique. And WNBA, keep going, man. Keep going on the up. I hope they don't have a lockout, but if they do need to have a lockout for these women to get paid, let's get it. Moving on to the NBA. Ooh wee. And as of this recording, we don't technically have the eighth seeds for either the East or the West, but we do got 1 through 7.
Hmm.
Um, The Lakers taking on the Timberwolves. Ooh, yes, sir. Lakers and the Timberwolves are going to go to clash. And I believe the Clippers and the Nuggets.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Clippers and the Nuggets.
Yep.
And the Rockets and the Warriors.
Yep.
Which one of these Western Conference playoff first round series are you trying to see first? Or do you want to see the most? I'm sorry.
Well, I actually kind of I'm interested to actually see the Warriors and the Rockets. To be honest, I want to see how the Rockets fare. I know they're a young squad. You know, second year under Ime Udoka. I got to give that guy, that fella, a lot of credit for his coaching career that he's had. Minus the little off the court situation. I'm talking about on the field, on the court. 3 years as he's been a coach in the NBA and finals, playoff appearance, 500 season. I think he knows how to coach. Ime Udoka, I'm curious to see what he does with this young Rocket squad. I know they're a 2 seed, but man, you know what's on the other side of that bracket with you, dog. Them Golden State Warriors. We got to remember they're coming off the heels of a dynasty, and the little remnants of that dynasty is still slightly there, and we gotta be real. And they got a slight injection from Hemi Butler, and just in case you ain't been paying attention, playoff Hemi's been activated. It's been activated. He's been playing.
Playoff didn't show up. It's going to be scary for a lot of teams.
Yeah, and he's been playing a lot better down the stretch of the regular season. He seems like yo, I'm rejuvenated. I'm with Draymond. I'm with. Wait, that's Steph Curry. Wait, I play with Steph Curry. Oh, I play with Steph Curry. Hey, I know he giddy inside. Hey, Jimmy Butler. If this ain't your championship year, I don't think it's ever gonna happen, bro. This is the best year to get it. The Warriors looking good right now. I think they can go ahead and knock them Rockets off, knock that 2 seed off. They gonna call it an upset because of numbers wise, because of seed size. But look at all that playoff experience between Jimmy, Steph, Draymond, Kerr as a coach. It's a lot of experience, man. A lot of experience. I'm looking forward to that, bro.
Okay. And then in the East, you got the Pacers and the Bucks,
Mm.
you got the Knicks and the Pistons, and you got the Celtics and the Magic. Which one are you looking forward to?
Now, don't make fun of me for this one, Mike. This might be a little influence, but I don't care. Watch out for the Magic, bro. Watch out for the Magic, dog. I'm trying to tell you, them young boys, they got playoff experience. They took Cleveland to 7 games last year. They ain't scared. They playing with house money.
Who got playoff experience?
The Magic, they took the Cavaliers to 7 games last year, man. They ain't scared. And Paolo, he looking like he back to early in the season, regular season form. Hey man, I'm just saying, when you got house money and you ain't got nothing to play for, and people already saying, oh, Boston gonna sweep them. They might even they'll be lucky they get one. Okay,
Yeah, this week.
yeah. If I'm Orlando, then well, hell, if people already think that, man, let's just go out there and just ball.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, in the West, I'm looking at the Lakers and the Timberwolves.
Mm.
Ant-Man, you keep yelling that you the best and this, that, and the third. You the most non-wanting to do something, doing something at the same time while not wanting to do it person I've ever met.
Hey, you ain't even explained it, and I knew it.
You don't want to be the face of the league so bad, but you want everybody to know you the face of the league. It's crazy. But we gonna see.
Hey, when you started saying that, I was kind of like following you with my finger, and I was like,
Yeah, he be tripping. But I'm looking forward to the Lakers and the Timberwolves. I'm also looking forward to the Heat Cavaliers because we know although Saturday, I told y'all what was going to happen. You see what we did to them Bulls.
No, damn that. Put 5 on it.
Why? You already said that.
Oh no, damn that. No, this ain't no. You so confident in your bra.
I never bet on this show.
Come on, man.
I'm not G Money.
Yeah, your Betalytics.
Betalytics ain't telling me this. My heart is telling me this. The Betalytics told me maybe I might bet, but I don't think Betalytics think that. I don't know what Betalytics thinks actually, but it's everybody keeps talking about playoff Jimmy.
Oh man,
playoff Heat, man. You see what we did to them the Bulls? We sent them home packing. So
Hey, hold on. Tyler? What Tyler Hero gonna do against? Okay. All right. I mean, okay.
now, if this show airs and I'm wrong, y'all can come in the comments and tell me on our social media and tell me I was wrong. But until then, let's move on. And we're gonna end this show over this. Cause it is
You know, I'm about to get you, boy.
all right, we'll see. We'll see. But it's WrestleMania week.
Mm.
And we are a sports podcast. WrestleMania is sports entertainment, and we always talk about WrestleMania, man. Real quick, wild card Mar, night one, the day this airs. What are you looking forward to, night one?
Hey, man, I'm waiting for people to get disappointed, man. They really think Jey Uso about to win this match.
Mm.
All I'm saying is, if Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, had to wait at least 2 WrestleManias to feel this his story, how long Jay got to wait? He at least got to wait 3.
I don't know, man. Jay might have sold more Yeet shirts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I ain't never seen nobody besides King Mel wearing them ugly ass Cody Rhodes shirts.
Yeah, you're
And,
right.
and Jose who ripped it.
Yeah, you might got a point.
We don't know. I don't know, man. I might be with you. If that happens, we have a live reaction show, so you guys make sure you come on over 6:30 Eastern time. We're gonna be watching the whole WrestleMania together. You're gonna get our live reactions of what's going on in the WrestleMania, and you're gonna just see what we see, and it's gonna be tight. So come on over on Saturday, and the next day, WrestleMania Sunday, because now WrestleMania is a 2-day phenomenon. Matter of fact, it's been so long that they've done two nights now that I don't even gotta say it's now it is. So yeah, man. What do you think about night two? What do you think what's gonna what do you think is gonna happen night two? What are you looking forward to night two?
Well, they better pull out all the stops for night 2 because they got some work to do. They got some work to do, dog. Hey, dog. Even down to the main event, dog. We ain't. Hey, go on over to Inner Four Corners of Wrestling, man. Coming on on Saturdays too on this channel. Look, we already talked about over there, so we're gonna keep it brief. But look, man, come on, they got some work to do on night 2, bro. They better pull out Stone Cold, Undertaker dead ass, I guess, pop up again, I guess, whatever.
Well, I'm gonna hate to cut you off. My prediction, probably in my prediction show,
Yeah.
will be that Stone Cold will be there.
Look, they better bring Kevin Nash. They better bring Mark Henry and Fabulous Mae Young's baby, hand baby
Well,
out.
some of them got to be sitting in the crowd because it's going to take them too long to get down that ramp.
Well, where the hand baby gonna sit?
I don't know, but
All right. Well, they got a lot of stuff to make up for to try to even make it as good as night one. Because matchup wise, I think the better day is night one on paper. Obviously, if y'all watch the show, y'all know how we feel about the main event for night 2, and I'm still not feeling good about it.
so let me ask you this question, and because we got a few minutes, but you could be brief. You can give me whatever answer you want. What if they do nothing on night 2 for the main event and they just let them two wrestle?
Hey man, it's been real, man. Y'all go on over to 613 Faye Productions, man. I guess that's the end of the show because if they do nothing, man, I'm turning it off immediately.
What if it's a good match?
I I ain't never known. Okay, this is crazy.
You can't say that even one of them don't have great matches in there.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
They both got bangers in their careers. Now I know on the surface as wrestling fans, we thinking it could be the worst match that we ever seen.
That's my gut
But
telling me is this about to be like wrestling wise?
but if we're going off the names,
Yes, name wise, this is crazy.
it possibly could be one of the best.
Yes, name wise, but what I'm scared of is if Cody Rhodes has to carry John Cena, this is crazy, bro. John Cena's been losing a lot lately. We seen nothing but losing from John Cena. And like Solo Sokoa got a dub over my man. No diss to Solo, because you once was a tribal chief, but come on, bro. John's career been fading like the ball spot on the back of his head, bro. Come on.
Okay, so still, what if John Cena wins clean?
I'm I would still riot, bro. I would still riot.
So the only thing that's gonna get you liking this if old Bama's come out.
Only way I'm gonna like this is if they explain Rock and Travis Scott. That's what I would
But
love.
you know Travis Scott is gonna be there now, so
That's
I'm
what I
sure
would
The
love.
Rock might be there too.
I would love some Rock and Travis Scott interference. If he's going to win the belt, if because he already says I'm going to win it. Well, we saw the reason why you turned, so let it be the same reason why you win 17. That's all. That makes sense out of anything that's ever happened with this whole situation for the last month and a half.
I do agree that they're gonna have some people come out with. I do agree with you with that. But what if? That's all I want to know. Wrestling fans, what are you gonna do? What you're gonna do if they screw you? Because
It's coming. Hey,
what if none of them Bama's come out? We don't see none of them all weekend. Because
if
we not about to be. The only time we're gonna see them is if they.
at the
Okay,
show,
no, at the 1 a.m. Hall of
oh,
Fame.
all of it, well, we ain't nobody watching.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it the next day.
Hey,
So I
all of the
don't know, man. I'm just preparing wrestling fans
yeah.
just in case. What if they just let them have a wrestling match and nobody interferes, and they just have a wrestling match and John Cena wins or Cody wins? I think there's gonna be a lot of pissed off people if Cody wins, but I also think there's gonna be a lot of pissed off people if Cena wins.
I'm actually surprised that you said that about people pissed off at Cody wins. Well, okay, I'm not. I'm not. And the reason why I take that back now, because there have been a lot of people that just hasn't loved his reign. They thought it was boring.
Plus,
They've been hating on it.
plus, if he wins and he wins like you want them to win,
Yeah.
because if you want it, you want Stone Cold and all them people to come out, right?
Mm,
He would win the exact same way he won last year. So
yeah.
I don't know if people are going to like that or, I
Mm.
don't know. But it's going to be interesting. We are at the end of the show. Thank y'all for watching this, man.
Hey,
Yeah, we at the end, man. We at the end.
you know I ain't never rock with Cody, but the fact that I actually want him to win is baffling to me. That's crazy to me.
That is definitely crazy. That's why we ended the show. Rusev Day will be, that's my big prediction. Rusev Day. Rusev Day, he's going to come back at WrestleMania. Um, and yeah, man, this is the end of this show. Thank you for viewing this. Make
Sure.
sure you hit the like and subscribe button each and every Saturday. You know we here. We on all the media podcasts, audio as well as YouTube. Um, Saturday afternoons, you got Four Corners in the Four Corners Wrestling, Foes Up, Quads Down. You got me, Hollywood Rant, 1 o'clock. And on Sundays, also Wild Stats as well. And on Sundays, we got King Mail's Top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, each and every Sunday, Fridays, and coming up soon, Mondays. You're going to have Maryland Tech as we finish out this series. Ooh, yes, sir. We got some big content coming for that. And yeah, man, everything 6:13 this Saturday. Later on today, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing a live reaction show on YouTube. Also, and Mark, I wanted to ask you this.
What's up?
Can we air it on simulcast it on YouTube and Twitter?
Twitter no longer allows it to happen unless you have a premium channel now. So that
Okay,
would
never mind. We're not getting no premium channel time. So, this be just on YouTube and Sunday as well at 6:30. 6:30 will be on. We've done this before. It wasn't visual. We did it audio before. We had a lot of fun. We did it from I think we started earlier when we did it those years, and we was all here. I set up all the mics in the house, and we was all here just live. So it was dope. I'm gonna have to get some sleep.
Mm.
because it's gonna be on there for a long time, but it's gonna be dope. Wildcard Mar, tell them where they can find you, baby.
Yeah, you can find me about to take my nap because before we do this live stream, boy, I'm gonna. Anyway, if you can't catch me there, Twitter, KC Wildcard Mar, of course, with my 613 fam every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever day, 613. We all here, man. You know what it is.
Yes, sir. And you can find me, Coach Drip underscore Mike T on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, Michael Turner, 613 everywhere, man. 613. You already know what it is, man. Jay Will always said it. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the heck up out of here. We out of here. Let go. Bow, 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 bow.